Hey you guys, it's Victoria, and I'm filming kind of in a funny spot today. I'm actually on top of my kitchen counter, sitting crisscross applesauce because I thought, why not? It's a change of scenery a little bit, and that's just where I'm filming today. So anyway, after I talk a little bit about iridology, I want to show you guys what I have in my refrigerator. And I think I'm gonna start doing more videos like that, like grocery hauls, showing what I buy and what I have in my refrigerator, because I know I like watching videos like that where you can really see what people really eat, and it also just gives you ideas on what to buy, you know? So I'm gonna show you what I have in my fridge just for a little inspiration for you guys, maybe, hopefully. But right now I wanna talk about iridology. Now, I have a video I made a while back when I was still filming on my phone, and I went pretty in depth on iridology, and I got a lot of good feedback on that video, and people seem to be more interested in iridology than I thought. I want to just go into the surface level on iridology right now, just to keep reminding you if you know about iridology or to enlighten you. So iridology is the study of the iris of the eye, the colored part, and you can tell so much about your body by just looking at your eye. There's also sclerology, which is the study of the white part of the eye. Now, I haven't delved into that because I haven't really found a lot of information on it. So I haven't delved into that, but that seems fascinating to me as well. You know, the body has different ways of telling you what's going on without being able to like rip open your body and see what's going on. There's outer ways to tell if you have health problems or not. The thing that's so amazing about iridology is that it can tell you genetic weaknesses, it can tell you things that are wrong with you before they've gotten so chronic that you know about them. So I would really encourage you to take really super close-up, clear pictures of your eye, kind of like this one. I have my big mammoth chart right here. So see how close up this picture is? That's the kind of photo you want to get. You don't want any reflections if you can help it. And it will tell you a lot. So also you can buy a big chart like this on the internet like I did. I think this was like $23 or something. And you can also get a chart like this that's smaller. Now, I got this from a friend and I will cherish it forever because I love iridology so much, and it's a way of really seeing what's wrong with your body and what's right with your body without being invasive. This doesn't hurt anyone. You know, I wish the Western hospitals that we know, and I wish the hospitals would, you know, adopt a method like this, because I think it could help so many people. And a lot of people hear about iridology and they don't really believe in it, or they think it's just kind of, you know, not worth adopting. But I'm telling you guys, it really works, it's real, and your eyes can tell you things about your body that you never knew. So for example, I'm just gonna go surface level with this video. I'm just kind of reminding you about iridology and to take pictures of your eyes and to really study it because it's fascinating. But for example, it's gotten to the point where whenever I look at people in the eye, I'm really secretly looking at what I can see without having a close-up photo, which is always best. It's gotten to the point where I'm like looking for spots, looking for nerve rings, if you know what that is. I'm looking for the famous line where you have kidney weaknesses on the bottom center of your eye. And it's gotten to be like a game for me, you know? Whenever I see someone with a true blue eye that just looks really good, in my head, I'm thinking, wow, they have a strong constitution, you know? And of course, you can't tell for sure just by looking at it with the human eye. It takes a really close-up picture, but still, it's fun. And then there's also times, like this happened to me the other day. I saw a man who had really pretty blue eyes, but there were so many lacunas, which is an indication of weakness, and there was a lot of white in his blue eyes, which is trapped lymph. It looked kind of like this, only worse. Like you could really see, just by looking at him with my own eyes, I could really see that he had weaknesses. And It's not like you can go up and tell someone that you know that they have a weak constitution just by looking at them. Of course, you really can't do that. Now, if it's your friends or family, maybe, but that's the beauty of you guys watching this right now, because you have an insight to iridology that most people don't have. And it's the same thing with even stumbling upon raw foods or having someone tell you about them, or, you know, randomly finding a video or a book or something on the internet about raw food. In my opinion, you have some good karma. Okay, because there are so many people walking around in this world right now who know nothing about raw foods, detoxification, iridology, and it's such a magical thing to know about these things, you guys. Now, even if you aren't on board with this all the way, and even if you're just now learning about raw foods, I'm telling you that if you keep researching this and adopting it more and more into your own personal life, it will change your life. And these things are so below the surface in society, you know? Most people don't know about these magical modalities, you know, these life-changing natural ways to health. And it's really sad, but that's another reason why I do these videos, is because hopefully if more and more and more people do videos on raw foods, detox, anything like that, raw till 4 if that's what you're doing, it is gonna change the world. Slowly yet surely, in my opinion. I'm so confident in that, you know? So back to iridology, whenever I first looked at my eyes, because I have green eyes, and we know that in iridology, it's pretty much known that there's only blue and brown eyes. So I was born with blue eyes, and I know that I have blue eyes underneath the toxic, you know, layers that formed over 20 years of eating the standard American diet, antibiotics, vaccines, etc. But I know that because I looked at my eyes, that I have a strong to a medium constitution, and my personal issue was really weak bowels. And if you know anything about iridology, the ring around the pupil is the bowels. So if you have like a bunch of brown or orange or yellow, that's sulfur. I have issues with my bowels. You know, that is my weakness that I think I've had since birth. So it's given me so much insight, you know, and thank God I'm eating the raw food diet, because that's how you heal your bowels over time. That is how you detox them and you clean them out. And not only is and detox of the bowels and the GI tract is not only about just cleaning them out and doing a cleanse or, you know, anything like that. It's about truly strengthening the bowel wall. You do that with raw foods, and you can also do it with herbs. Dr. Robert Morse's herbs, like the GI broom, stomach and bowel 1 through 5, those are the kind of herbs that are gonna detox you, but they're also gonna strengthen the actual bowel wall. So, you know, that's another thing. Through iridology, I learned that I really need to focus on keeping healthy bowels, because I don't want colon cancer. I don't want any issue, which is a million, that stems from weak bowels. And I see a lot of people just, again, by looking at them in the eye, that I can tell that their bowels need cleaned up a lot. And that is the beauty of iridology, is that it gives you an insight to your body that, you know, you are oblivious to. I never, whenever I was about 13, that's whenever my eyes started going hazel. And I never knew anything about toxicity or anything like that. So I was walking around oblivious. But whenever I found iridology, and I found it through Dr. Robert Morse, you know, another light bulb went on for me, and it was just another way for me to really be in touch with my body, because it tells you what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are. So you could take pictures of your eye, and you could have the wheels or whatever, if you want to call this a wheel. The spokes are really tight together. You don't have much trapped lymph. You know, you don't have a huge skin ring like I also have. I have a pretty big skin ring. And you could say, wow, you know, I have a strong constitution, and it could really give you peace, because sometimes people stumble into the raw food movement and then they, you know, run with it, but they're going into raw veganism purely based out of fear. You know, fear that they're gonna get sick, fear that their mom and dad died of cancer, so they don't want to get it, so they're, you know, going raw vegan. And I always suggest that you cannot be doing this lifestyle out of fear. It has to be out of, you know, truly something that you want, based out of love. You know, things are either based out of love or fear. So but this is just a side note, if you're in this raw vegan thing based out of fear, it's not going to work long term, and it will only bring you down instead of lifting you up. But anyway, if you have a picture of your eyes and you see that you have a strong constitution, it's just awesome, and it can give you peace of mind that, you know, you're not really as sick as some people in this society. So the flip of that is that you could be someone who thinks you're healthy, but take pictures of your eyes and see, wow, I have a lot of genetic weaknesses, I have all these issues. And so that can give you just so much knowledge and insight. And at the same time, it can push you on your path to detox. And you can say, wow, you know, my kidneys are really, really weak. The kidneys are right here. This is the left eye. This is the line of the kidney. Look and see in your eye if you have any type of spots there or anything like that. So if you see that you have some super weak kidneys and the adrenals, which are right on top, hey, that's just, you know, the beauty of raw foods. You can say, wow, well, you know, I really need to get in this raw food thing, strengthen my kidneys, clean them out, get them filtering correctly, where you have sediment in your urine every single time you pee. That means that your kidneys are working and functioning correctly, and most people's kidneys aren't in this society. So, yeah, there's just so much beauty to iridology, and I cannot encourage you enough to take pictures of your eyes, because, you know, it can't hurt anything. It doesn't hurt you. You just snap it and then maybe upload it to your computer and be able to zoom in, and it's just magical. So if you want to learn more about iridology, look up Dr. Robert Morse's videos. Just type in Dr. Robert Morse, M-O-R-S-E, iridology into YouTube. He has several videos where he takes pictures of people's eyes that have sent him in pictures, and he will go through and tell them what's wrong, you know? So it's just really fascinating, and it's another science that I wish Western hospitals and Western doctors would, you know, take with and run. But I don't know, because there's not much money in iridology, you know? Same thing with eating fruits and vegetables, you know? These things can heal you. You can figure out what's wrong with you with iridology and what's right. You can eat your fruits and vegetables and detox and take herbs to detox, and you can be healed, which doesn't have much money in it. Let's face it, there's not much money in detox. So that's why the Western hospitals and doctors aren't, you know, using it. But you can also, on the flip of that, you can go to the doctor, get unnecessary surgeries, get your glands and organs ripped out of you when they didn't need to be taken out. You can take prescription medicine and cover up the symptoms of what's really going on. And yeah, there is a lot of money in that. And that's why, you know, prescription drugs and surgeries is what's popular and what is used in the hospitals right now. But once again, you have good karma if you're watching this, in my opinion, and I'm now making you be enlightened on raw foods and detox, and that you do not have to go through the revolving doors of the hospitals and the medical paradigm to get well, because that's not going to get you well. Eating fruits and vegetables, like I'm about to show you in my fridge, that's going to make you well. It's also going to make you vibrant. It's going to make you just live life on a whole nother level than someone who is not eating their fruits and vegetables. That's just my opinion. And, you know, as you can tell, raw foods and detox is my absolute passion in this world. It's my calling. But that doesn't mean that if it's not your passion, that you can't also, you know, eat raw foods and be a raw vegan. So just because it's not your total passion in this life doesn't mean that you can't be healthy too and eat raw foods, you know? So I'm gonna show you my fridge and just to give you a little insight on what I eat and what I'm eating today and this week. So let's go do that. All right, you guys, so this is my fridge. As you can see right here, I have a ton of grapes, and that's because I'm about to embark on about a 3-day grape fast. So I have black organic grapes, green, and purple. Everything in my fridge is organic. I'm very, very, very blessed. So right here I have some peppers, orange peppers, red peppers, a lime, a beautiful beet. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this and shred it or something and put it in a salad, or if I'm gonna juice it. I have carrots, some green onions, parsley, some more little peppers, which I love those. I have some strawberries back there. I have a mango, a big, beautiful head of romaine. Hello, romaine. I have some cauliflower that I have wrapped up in foil, some celery. I have figs that are in here. You can't really see them. There are certain type of figs that are green. I have some dulse, soaked and sprouted organic Brazil nuts, raw hemp seeds, more dulse, raw tahini, some beautiful raw coconut water. And yesterday I was going to get more raw tahini and I saw that they have this organic raw vegan kimchi. Now I've really been studying kimchi. It's a fermented vegetable and it's really good for K2, vitamin K2. So it's also a really wonderful probiotic, which is wonderful for your GI tract. So I'm gonna try that and I will tell you guys, and I'm gonna do a little bit more research on that. And I also have some raw organic carob, which I eat seldomly, but I enjoy that sprinkled on some bananas sometimes. It gives it kind of a chocolate kick. Oh, and lastly, I have some organic nori, which are wonderful for raw sushi. So that was a tour of my fridge. I hope that you enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna start doing more of those because they're just fun to do and they're easy and it shows you guys what I'm really eating and that I'm really a raw vegan and I talk the talk, but I also walk the walk. And I hope you guys are too. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye.